Hi and welcome to Healthy Life Hacks. I'm Jennifer Jefferies, the present day wise woman, a realistic naturopath coming to you from the surfing beaches of Australia. This podcast is for those who are wanting to really rock their lives and health and live from a place of prevention. Let's get into today's episode. I want you to think of a question, and I want you to think of that question in regards to you and how you're going to close out this year strong and deal with like the holiday emotions and COVID still continuing. It's 2020, all this stuff still going on, all the unknown. Think about, what do you need to know about how to finish this year emotionally strong and able to deal with the holiday times that's coming ahead. Okay, so think of that as a question. Just think, what essential oils would support me to be able to live into the end of this year feeling physically and emotionally strong and able to deal with everything that comes up. Think about that. Cool? And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do an Aromatherapy Insight Card, 3-card reading from my, there you go, my Aromatherapy Insight Cards. These divine cards. No, I did not do the paintings. The beautiful Karen Osborne did. I wrote the book, and we did this partnership 20 years ago, nearly 21 years ago. And we've been teaching it around the world ever since. So this is about working with the emotional side of us and also the emotional side of essential oils. And I did a previous podcast where Karen and I talked about us creating this set, but I thought I'd just for fun do a reading because the year is closing out. And, you know, like here in Australia, they've gone and shut the borders on South Australia again today. If you are listening and not like in the future from 2020, yes, they shut the borders on us. The world was a very different place to previous years. And I like to think you're living in a better place now if you listen to this in the future. But right now, no one knows what tomorrow looks like. And I want people to be able to live into living, you know, kind of physically and emotionally strong through to the end of this year. Because what I know is there's always so many emotions around holiday time anyway. And this year they are amplified because it has been such an interesting year. So let's play. So the first thing is to absolutely form your question, which we've done. Now you've got a choice. You can, I'm going to choose 3 cards randomly, and I'm going to think about that same question, and you can choose 1, 2, or 3. So if we were doing it as a 1-card reading, imagine whichever one you chose would be the card, the essential oil that would help support you the most. And then I'll also read it as a 3-card reading. Okay, so let's do it first. We're going to choose 3 cards, and I'm just shuffling the deck, just thinking about closing out the year. For all you guys who are listening to this call, it's like I'm doing a surrogate reading for you. And a surrogate reading, for those who don't know this kind of stuff, is just where I'm putting my intention without my agendas on it, just my intention to seeing what essential oils will support you best through this time. Okay, so the first card, we have 1. I'm not looking yet. And you can choose them randomly from anywhere in the pack. I'm choosing 2 and then choosing 3. All right, I have 3 cards. So the very first card, if you chose card number 1, that the first essential oil out of the pack would help support you during this time, your card is thyme. So thyme essential oil. Oh my gosh, I love thyme essential oil. I love the painting. Ooh. I love the painting. For those who are watching this on video form through YouTube, my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see it. But she's a stunning redhead woman who is kind of holding the walls back. So time is about having the willpower and strength to succeed at anything that you're wanting to do. I'm going to read what I wrote in the book. So Karen did the painting. I wrote the guidebook. So when you're using the essential oils, you still get to choose to use them how you would any essential oils. Follow the normal safety guidelines for using essential oils. And that's the place where you start. So I wrote thyme. Thyme is a fortifying essential oil that dispels despondency and negativity, giving those who withdraw the strength to emerge with self-confidence and overcome obstacles. Oh my God, that's so relevant. It removes fears and gives strength to feel fulfilled and worthy. Trust your intuition and draw on its power and influence to strengthen your will. Work with the positive aspects of willpower to draw on the dynamic energy of time and strengthen yourself on all levels. That is so cool, so relevant. Very first card out is about using time essential oil to help shore yourself up, keep you strong emotionally so that you can deal with whatever happens in a positive way instead of focusing on the negatives. I love that card. Number 2, Mei Chang. Woo! So some people know this oil as Litsia, which is part of its botanical name, Litsia cubiva. I like to call it Mei Chang. So Mei Chang is for when you're chucking the poor me's. You know, you're doing that. Oh, it's not fair. Like, really, why is everything happening to me? That's what it's about. So we use the oil to help get rid of those poor me's by really stimulating your vibe in life again. So I wrote in the book, stop allowing yourself to be overlooked and put that spark back into your step. If you want to get somewhere or to get something in life, it's up to you to jump in and be seen and noticed. Being dynamic and excited helps you go and get what you want in life and rid you of the poor me and why me mentality. Seriously, I think most of the world's been sitting in that vibe for this year. It's huge. So if you chose card number 2, you chose Mei Chang. And then card number 3, eucalyptus essential oil. Now, eucalyptus is about integrating ideas and things and about being spontaneous in life. So I wrote, remove restrictions, release regrets and fear. I wrote, remove restriction, release regrets and fear, remove confusion and link all parts of the equation to make the whole you were seeking in the first place. Be spontaneous, give up negative habits and achieve the freedom you seek. Experience the lightness of eucalyptus as you stop being predictable and integrate everything from outside your box. So that's really relevant too. Like, and even this year has had so much uncertainty. It's already almost become predictable that it's uncertain. So instead of holding yourselves back, I would use this oil to just go, wow, this is happening. Christmas? Well, let's create it this way this year. Or, you know, families coming for holidays if you are able. And I feel for you guys who are in lockdown and aren't able to do that, sending you all good vibes. I really am. But if you're in a situation, it's about being able to adapt and just go, be spontaneous. Cool, we're going to celebrate the holidays this way this year. That's what it's about. So if I did this, so that's card 1, 2, and 3, if you chose them as an individual 1-card reading. If we did it as a 3-card reading, so the question about how to close out the year strong, fit, and healthy, be able to deal with everything that's going to come to us. Time. So in the past, so when we draw them this way, 1, 2, 3, the first card out is in the past. The second card out is present, future, present where you are, and then future is the third card out. So in the past, it's like you've been focusing more on the negatives and have just thought, I give up. I can't, what do I do with this? Instead of going, I've got this, and tapping in deep to your resources and your willpower to still go and create the year that you want. Okay. And I know it's been a lot of digging deep, and I promise I've used so much time oil myself this year because my life got kicked on its head in every way possible this year. It's been interesting, but I haven't let it hold me back. This is what it's about. So in the past, all right. So in the past, maybe you've been just going, this whole COVID thing is just too hard. Then Mei Chang is all about the poor me's. Why is this happening to us? Why can't I just travel internationally? Why can't we just be with our families at Christmas? Why do they keep closing the borders? Why? All this stuff. That's a poor me. It's not going to serve you. And it sucks the life out of you. So that's where you'd be at the moment. And then in the future, where to live into, eucalyptus. So eucalyptus is about being creative and finding those other ways to deal with life, whatever it is. So be spontaneous and just go, okay, cool, that's not working. Let's do this. Just give it a crack. That's the Aussie way of doing things. So that would be 3 essential oils, which would really help right at this time. To put them all, maybe do it that way. 3 essential oils that would really help to be able to support you to close out this year in a more positive way. That's what it's about. You know, essential oils have physical uses and emotional uses, but we are emotional beings. Whether we like it or not, we have to look at the emotional side of what's happening in our life because it manifests as physical imbalances. So think about like the healthy life hack. is, if you are using an essential oil, sit there and contemplate and think, just kind of feel, not even think, feel what oil would support you best closing out this year. If you've got a set of my Aromatherapy Insight cards, use them. Oh my gosh, use them, because they're the perfect, we designed them to be able to help get you out of your head and stop thinking and go with energetically what your body really needs. Cool. They're about getting insight into what's happening in your life. So I'll throw a link. You can check these out in the show notes if you have not seen them yet. So the healthy life hack absolutely is to use essential oils for the emotions, not just the physical. And maybe if you chose 1, 2, or 3, if you played along with us, fantastic. Thank you for playing. Think about tracking that oil down. And then you would follow the normal safety for aromatherapy. And if you're a person who uses diffusers, diffuse it. If you use aromatherapy jewelry, put a drop on that. If you're the kind of lazy person like me or practical person, I'll put a drop on my collar because I race around the place in and out of rooms all the time. That's the way I'll do it. Or dilute it down and put it in a roll-on, apply it to your body, whichever. So follow the normal rules of aromatherapy is really important. I hope that helps you find some ways to get that extra support for you to be able to close out this year strong, fit, and healthy. In the next episode, I'm going to be talking about why I love kinesiology and how it helps you live from a place of prevention, and why it's actually one of my most important treatments that I receive regularly to keep me in that place of prevention. I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed my podcast, please let me know by leaving a review where you're listening in from. Every month, I draw one lucky person who leaves a review to have a free 1-hour consultation with me. If you would like to receive a free copy of my Feed Your Body ebook, simply click the link in the comments below and join my newsletter, and we will get that free ebook sent to you. I welcome your emails, and you can write to me at podcast@healthylifehacks.com.au. Until next time, remember, when it comes to life, live it, love it, and get on with it.